Okay, so first off, I said I would get to some video, and I got an eagle, and like 3 seconds before I was buying the eagle, and I was like typing in the code for my membership renewal so that I could get the diamonds I needed to buy it. I thought I better put this on video because I told them I would. And then when I logged in, I was so excited that I just forgot. I'm sure you've all forgot from excitement once in life. That's the story with that, but yeah. I'm going to be playing the Forgotten Desert, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that might help you get through it in the amount of time limit. And if you don't have an eagle, and you really want one, and watching other people's eagles irritates you, I would not recommend watching this. I would recommend closing the page instantly right now. Because for my sake and your sake, I don't want you being all mad, and I don't want you being all mad at me and stuff, because really you can't blame someone for having an eagle. It's not their fault. Well, it is their fault that they bought it, but you can't blame them by saying, oh, I'm going to be mad at you just because you have an eagle and I don't. That's like just basically saying, I'm going to be a brat. Now, I don't mean like to be mean or anything, but really that's kind of not nice. So just don't do it. If you do it, I won't think you're mean. I don't think that's mean to do it. I just don't want to be put through that trouble. So I would recommend ending the video now. If watching people stuff like this isn't your thing. So these are the tips and tricks I've come across over the years. Actually, I came across them today. Sorry. Plus a habit. Sorry. It's force habit to that because, yeah. So these are tips and tricks I've come across. 1, it helps to have your map out, because then you can see what you haven't explored. And 2, it helps to be with a lot of other people, but I'm not going to be with a lot of other people for the purpose of they might not want to be in the video stuff, so yeah. And also, guys, if you guys have any other adventures you'd like me to do, put them in the comments, and I'll definitely try doing them. Because, I mean, you can really comment any video, and I'll do it. I know you don't think, oh, a lot of people don't, but trust me, guys. I have had no ideas, so I'll take any ideas. The only videos I won't do are probably spamming people and just stuff that's spamming. But I'll definitely do glitches. I'll definitely show glitches. But I won't be mean to other people. Don't ask, I won't. I just won't. I hate being mean. I actually get mad at people who trick you for videos. I don't even care if it's in a video. Being mean is wrong. But otherwise, I'll do any video. So yeah. So here's the tips. We'll go over them again. Tip 1. It helps to have a lot of people, because then you have more people looking. Tip 2. It helps to have your map out, because it shows what areas you haven't explored and where you should explore, because that's most likely where the gems aren't. Where the gems are. Here's another good tip. It helps to always have a watering can around you. This could go for anything. It helps to always, like, when you see the watering can icon, and you don't already have a watering can in your hand, it helps to pick one up, so that you can have one in case a minute later you're like, oh crud, I don't have a watering can and I need one to water something. Now this tip right there goes for any adventure. Any adventure. Because I'm pretty sure that I think most of the adventures you use the watering cans. And another good tip for this is for the time number thing. another good tip is, maybe, like, this is another tip. Don't go on the adventure and start the adventure. Let's just say, like, something like this happens. You're really busy and you have to leave soon. Or, let's say, you know that you're going to pause through the adventure because of something, and you already know that you're about to pause. Like, I don't know, here's an example. I don't really know how to explain it, but this is the example. Let's just say your family was coming. You knew they were coming. A family member of yours was coming. You knew it could come any minute. That would not be a good time to start this adventure. Mostly because you know you'd have to pause and lose some time. Because there's no way for the time to be paused as you pause. So, yeah. Time yourself. So that wouldn't be a good time to do it. Although that could go for any adventure, this adventure especially, because if you know that you're going to leave the adventure for 1 minute to do something else, time will just be wasted, so. But in any other adventure, if you did that, time wouldn't be wasted. A phantom would probably just put you in a deep sleep. Unless you were in a safe zone where there were no phantoms. But I'm sure you can see my point. And this is a great way to get rares. So, basically guys, if I get a rare, you see it. We're playing this adventure that you like. I'll definitely, unless it's like a rare, I don't know. If you see a rare that you like, on this adventure that you want, I might give it to you if you put it in the comments. Because every time I play this adventure, every time I do an adventure and stuff, I might post the gifts I get. Alright, we got a lot of gems. This is also a great way to get gems. Because whenever I need a lot of gems, I like to play this adventure. Because this is the type of adventure you could play once. And then be like, oh, I've played this once. I know the outcome, and it's not fun anymore. That's what I think a lot of adventures are. But this is the type of adventure where if you play it once, it'll always be fun. You could play it 1,000 times, and it would still be fun. That's what I feel about this adventure. I immediately knew that. From square one. First time I played this, that's what I felt. So yeah, don't worry about, oh, this is gonna be so boring, I'm only doing it for the rares. Don't want to play this. But you want the rares. Don't worry about thinking it's gonna be boring. No. It'll be fun if you played it. Probably it only won't be fun if you play it like at least 100 times. But if you play it any less than 100 times, it'll be fun. And another thing, guys, could you put down below if getting all these rares from this adventure means that they're not rare anymore? Because for those of you who don't understand what I'm saying, I'll explain it to you. The definition of rare is something hard to get or something that there's not that many of. And if they're basically giving rares away in this adventure, wouldn't that mean that they're not hard to get and they're not something that there's not that many of? So, I don't know, comment down below if you agree with me, because when I was just thinking of that, and then I started having a panic attack, because I'm like, what if all these people are having these rares, and they're not rare anymore, and then, like, they're not rare, and then, you know, I was having a panic attack, because I wanted to get the rares from the adventure, but I also wanted them to still be rare. Because just because they plopped the name rare down on them, does not mean they're rare. I mean, I could plop the name rare down on this computer, when yet the whole world has it. Does that make it rare? No. But don't say, just because, oh, but the name rare is on it. That doesn't make it rare. It can only make it rare if that's the only way it could become rare, is if there's not that many of it to go around. Like, beards. Rare beards. They used to be really rare, and they used to be, like, barely any. But then they brought them back in this, but then they had that rare on Monday. I don't like it when they bring back rares, because it's like, you know, I don't like that. I'm not going to explain why, because kind of it's taking Julian's idea. Basically, I don't like it though because because you work really hard to get them, and then they come back to stores. That was not my explaining of it. Julian Chu said that, and I'm agreeing with him. I know I said that in one other video, but that was a long time ago, so yeah. I really like this. It's really addicting. I love this game. Also, I know a lot of you people probably don't like to read and stuff, but here's a book I really think you'll like to read. It's called Elvis and the Underdogs. And I know you're thinking, ooh, underdog, like that underdog who can fly. No. I don't think that's the meaning of underdog they're using. I was looking up Elvis and the Underdogs online, and there was this thing that said different meaning of the word underdog. And then there was this another video that's like underdog books, and I'm like, what? And then I clicked it, and then she was saying all these books that weren't like very popular. So I think they're using underdog as in not popular or not that well known. I think that's their meaning of underdog, the title of the book. And I just cast a gem. So this game's really fun. I don't know, wait. Oh my god, I've been flying in circles the whole time. Here's another good life lesson for you. Never, ever, 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 ever talk and play this. Because you'll just go in circles like I am. Although I don't really care about the prizes, so yeah. So if you care about the prizes, don't just go talking and playing at the same time. Unless there's like 5 different people there with you. Oh yeah, and these purple gems are really hard to get. I'm probably guessing you'll get the most rares if you get the purple gems. Because this is how you know they're really hard to get. The less of them you have to get, see it says 0 out of 5, you only have to get 5 of them. Why do you think you only have to get 5 of them? Well, let me think. It's surely not because there's so many of them that you can find 100 of them. It surely is not because they're purple and purple's a special color, or it's not because you're gonna stick them up your nose and or it's not because if you stick them up your nose, they'll turn all blue. It's clearly because they're hard to find. Oh my god, I love this song Dark Horse. Can't get it out of my head. I've been listening to that song forever. I just want to replay it and 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 replay it so I have to go to bed. And then the next day, replay it every day until I get so crazy out of it. Until I can memorize it by heart. No. Basically, if you see the little feet over on the cactuses, or on anything, but they're mostly only on cactuses, you have to sit. If you see the feet, you have to sit. I'm like, when I first saw the feet, I'm like, how do you get those feet? How do you put your feet on them if you're flying up in the air? And then I was just like, how would you do that? And then I looked down at the bar to type something to one of the people I was dealing with, and then I'm like, sitting, and then I'm like, I looked and I'm like, oh, action button. Oh, cool, there's the action button. And then I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You look at new action, because every animal does this type of action. And then I'm like, oh wait, what if you have to sit down to reach that? And then I just sat down and did it. Cool story. I know. Cool story. I know. Okay, so bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of this, or any other adventure, put it down below. And also, if you want to see me show you the prizes of every adventure I do, also put that down below. So bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.